Harry, England captain, preparing to walk your team out for England's first ever European final. You've been on a remarkable journey. 4 loan moves before you got your full contract at Tottenham. Ian Marshall at Ridgeway Rovers, where you started, says we all send our love. We're so proud of you. Go and etch your name with this talented team in history. Your family say they're so proud of you, and go on and create all your dreams. I spoke to Charlie ahead of the semi-final and said, what have your family done to this country? He said, don't, you'll make me cry. He's an emotional man, I hear. How important have those people been to the journey of Captain Harry Kane? And why do you have this unshakable confidence going into this final as you're also 2 goals away from a golden boot?
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously that's where it all began. That's where all the dreams and all the hard work started. Like I say, I'm lucky enough to have a great family around me, great friends. Obviously, my wife Kate as well. So, you know, it's important to have those people around you through the good times, through the tough times. They're the ones that will always be there for you. So, yeah, it's been a long journey. It's been a tough journey. A lot of ups and downs along the way. But to be playing and leading the boys out in our first final, in the first European final and our first final for 55 years or so is going to be extra special. So, yeah, I mean, the excitement's there. I'm sure there'll be a few nerves, but just look forward to it. You've got to take these moments, enjoy these moments of history, and hopefully we can go one step further and win the whole thing.
The Football Association created a vision that would see this England side peak in Qatar in 2022. That's now just 500 days away and counting. We're seeing this vision come to fruition, and at that World Cup is a potential to win a European and a World Cup title in the space of a year and dominate, but it's going to be mid-November, so the players won't be fatigued. British summertime conditions. How do those conditions suit someone who'll be an England captain, realising potentially a dream and going for back-to-back golden boots?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I think the focus is on Sunday and obviously trying to achieve history and win that game. Of course, the World Cup will come around quick. The football seasons fly by, so yeah, like I say, it'll be less than a couple of years until the next tournament. So, I mean, we're on the right path. I spoke about the vision that we have as a team, and obviously it started off in Russia, and we took the first steps, and now we're obviously progressing in the right direction. It'll be a fantastic tournament. Any World Cup that you play is a massive honour, and obviously we come close in the last one, so it'd be great to go out there and try and get one step further in that as well. So yeah, like I say, first and foremost, we're excited to finish this tournament and hopefully strongly, and then of course the focus will then turn to that World Cup, which everyone will be excited about.
Harry, obviously England have played well in this tournament. They've impressed. Going into the final, you guys have the home crowd. Italy have also impressed, but they have experience. Who's the favourites?
I mean, it's a real 50-50 game, I think. Of course, Italy have a better history than us in terms of winning tournaments, winning major finals. But I think, obviously, a lot of us in our team now have had experience at club level of playing in the biggest games, biggest finals across Europe. So, I mean, it's a real tough game. Obviously, from our point of view, we have full belief in what we've been doing and how we've been setting up. And, of course, we believe that we can win the game. But we also know it'll be very tough. They've got some great players, some great experience. They've been there and done it. So, yeah, look, in any final, in any big game, you have to be on it in all aspects. So we know that's the case on Sunday, and hopefully we can swing it in our favour.
Countless England managers have tried to do what Gareth Southgate has done. So many haven't been able to achieve that, get England to a major final. What is it about him that gets the most out of this team? What is it about him that's allowed you group of players to get to this point?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, he's a great person, not just manager, but great person to talk to. Yeah, and look, he's a great leader. He's calm in situations. He's strong-minded in what he wants to do and where he wants the team to be. He was big on creating this team environment and everyone being together, not just the players that play, but everyone in the squad has a vital part to become champions, and that's been the case over the last 3-4 years. We've really emphasised that, and of course a few years ago it was about reconnecting with the fans, and in Russia we've definitely done that. But then to continue that and carry on the way we have, obviously going into a tournament where we play a lot of games at home, it was important to have that connection, and we definitely feel like we've had that. So yeah, I know they'll all be there cheering us on around the country, and we just can't wait to hopefully try and win the game for them.
Harry, you've played in some huge games before, but this has got to be the biggest. Does it feel different, and if so, how?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, I think it's the biggest game in my career so far. Probably the biggest game of all of our careers so far. I spoke before about doing something special with England would probably always surpass anything at club level, just because of the magnitude, the long wait for a final, the long wait to win a trophy. And yeah, we have that opportunity. So, I mean, to be honest, at the moment, it don't feel too different. You know, we've come back to camp after the game. We've pretty much in the same routine we have been for the last few games. Bit of nerves, bit of excitement. But yeah, as the game gets closer, obviously you're more focused on the team you're playing against, obviously Italy, where the strengths, the weaknesses they pose, and just trying to exploit that. So yeah, I mean, sometimes there's so much build up, so much anticipation, but as players we're so focused on just doing the job and going out there and executing our plan on the pitch that yeah, we're just focused on to the next one, and that's the case on Sunday.
Has there been a time at all in camp when you've perhaps been by yourself, when you've dared yourself, allowed yourself to imagine what it would be like to lift the trophy at Wembley?
Well, I think for sure, as players, you think of that moment, you dream of that moment. Obviously, we're all grounded enough to know we've got a very tough game on our hands on Sunday, but there's a good belief in this team. You know, we come close a few years ago, so to bounce back in this tournament and go one step further has been a great sign, a great mentality that we've created. But of course, we all want to win. You play football to win. You dream of these moments as a kid, lifting trophies for your country, and we have that opportunity now. So yeah, a great prospect for us. We just have to enjoy the moment, take it all in, but of course perform, and we want to be on the winning side come Sunday.
If you can deliver on Sunday, as England captain, you will be compared to an iconic figure in Bobby Moore, the only man to ever lift silverware as England captain. How does that make you feel to be compared with an icon like that?
Yeah, I mean, whenever your name is mentioned in the same company as players like that, yeah, it only gives you motivation, gives you confidence. Of course, it'll be an incredible achievement. We've all waited so long as players, as public, as people to see us in a final. So I mean, these are the opportunities you have to grab with both hands. We have an amazing chance to win our second major trophy as a country. I mean, the players that we've had over the years and produced, yeah, we feel proud to be representing them as well. So yeah, we've got to be excited for it, we've got to enjoy it. But of course, any football match, we're all winners here, we all want to win, and we're going to need every bit of that to get the job done on Sunday.
You can see from the scenes of celebrations that the other night across the country just how much it means to people. But it's not just on the field that you've made an impression, it's also off it, with the way that you've conducted yourselves, the way you've expressed yourselves, the solidarity you've shown for certain causes. How special is it to you to know that this team has made such an impression on people, given the times that we're in and how tough it's been for a lot of people, both on and off the field?
Yeah, that's been amazing, really. And I think sometimes as footballers we don't really take that all in. You know, we see ourselves as just doing a job, playing football, representing each other across the country. But I think that's been a real big part, and it's been great to be here and see the connections we've made with the fans and the togetherness that we've created. And I think we've shown that we're just normal lads. You know, we wear the badge with pride, but we represent the country in a way that makes everyone else proud as well. And yeah, it's great to see. It's great to be a part of. Like I said, that sort of stuff is probably maybe things you take in after the tournament. At the moment, everyone's just so focused on the next game, the next moment. But yeah, we should be proud as a group of what we're doing and what we're achieving. Like I mentioned earlier, we all want to win, so we know the ultimate goal is to finish the job now. But yeah, for sure, everyone should be proud the way they've represented themselves and obviously their friends and their family across the country.